Hey, good morning, Randy. Welcome to the call today. Thank you and thank Texas Bank for becoming a sponsor of the West DFW REI Group. We're really excited. As I told you earlier, um, we were in that facility for about 4 years, and COVID kicked us out of there.
Mhm.
And we've been very excited about coming back because it's just such a great location. So thank you for supporting the group. Um, Texas Bank has been a sponsor in the past and prior to COVID, and as you know, it's important to me after all of our conversation. It's important to me that our sponsors are trustworthy, that our sponsors are taking good care of our members. Can you tell the audience a little bit about your background, your line of work, and the products and services that you offer to our members, please?
Well, sure thing. I've been in the mortgage industry for 30 plus years. I've done everything from the front line origination to the back end of servicing and all that involves. Um, I've been with Texas Bank in this role for 1 year. I'm on the loan acquisitions team with one other member. And in that role, we seek to acquire loans, not originations, but purchasing existing loans from other entities. Um, The two primary products that I hope to stand out with in terms of relating to your group include the loan acquisitions piece. And one thing unique about us is we purchase existing notes, owner finance notes, that kind of thing. Being a bank, we do have regulators to keep happy. So when we purchase those, we're looking for high quality performing notes. The other aspect that we would bring to the table is we are a big originator of mortgage loans, and most of what we do is portfolio lending and a lot of ITIN borrowers. And those are things you don't find very often in the banking industry or even in the lending industry. So we bring those to the table. We've been a leader in the ITIN business in terms of mortgage here at Texas Bank for many, many years. We kind of brought it to Fort Worth, and there are some others now that do it, but we're kind of the big boys on the block when it comes to the ITIN. So that's a big thing we want to offer to the group that right now they may not have an outlet for. So those are the two big, I guess, projects that I want to insert into our presence with the group. You mentioned that you lost your home here in terms of meetings for a couple of years. We're glad that you will not be homeless going forward.
Thank you so much.
We're looking forward to getting together with you and meeting the group and getting things rolling.
Having a roof over our head is much better than being homeless.
Absolutely.
So we are really excited. We've been talking about this a lot. So thank you very much. So can you just explain, just clarify or expand on just what a portfolio loan is so that the viewers of this video understand that?
The easiest way to describe portfolio lending is to compare it with what you're used to. And what most people are used to out there is the conventional FHA, VA loans that have to meet all the government guidelines, and they're very, very particular. And if everything doesn't line up just perfectly, the borrower doesn't qualify or the house doesn't qualify. Portfolio lending is everything else. So let's say that there's a documentation issue, maybe with the borrower. Maybe the credit score doesn't quite meet some of the normal standards. Maybe the income doesn't quite meet some of the normal standards. With our ITIN program, we've got individuals who are not citizens, do not have a Social Security number, but they are long-term residents, have very solid incomes, and you can't get a conventional or FHA or VA loan for those folks, and they're tremendous, tremendous customers. We just love them. So any loan that doesn't quite fit the boxes that you're familiar with is what we lean towards on the portfolio lending.
Okay. No, that makes sense, but I just, a lot of the new investors may not be aware of what that meant. So thank you for that. So
You bet.
do you have any, and I realize the government's got your hands tied in a lot of things, but do you have any kind of special offers or unique selling proposition at all for the members of the group? Anybody that is in the West DFW REI group, do you have any special offers for those folks?
Uh, Not particularly, just the access. We offer things that a lot of times a realtor would need to turn a family away because they know that they don't meet the normal standard guidelines for purchasing a home. So we're basically wanting to make ourselves known as, hey, we are a possible outlet for that, to basically get yourself some clients that you normally would just be passing on.
Okay. No, it's not like if I was talking to a mom and pop handyman service, they might offer some sort of special deals and stuff, and I realize as a bank you may not be able to do that. So
Yeah, we can certainly consider that. At this point, we don't. It's not like you can say, "Hey, 10% off" or anything like
yeah,
that. So,
no, I understand.
yeah, we can certainly look for opportunities to bend this to everybody's advantage.
Okay, good. So when we first met, you were pretty excited about the opportunity, but if you could tell the viewers what your thought process was on why you wanted to become a trusted sponsor of the West DFW REI Group. That is a trusted sponsor means a lot to me. I take it very serious. But from your perspective, why did you decide to become a trusted sponsor?
Well, Brian Pound, my colleague, and I in the acquisitions group, we have talked for months about the need to get out into the networking community in relation to real estate financing.
Great
We know
timing.
there are great timings, and we know there are a lot of different niches out there. There are a lot of different groups out there. And after we had spoke the other day, I found that I had West DFW REI Group in my notes previously that I'd run across you guys. And so when you called about a different opportunity the other day, and we kind of gravitated into this conversation, it was just perfect match. So
Meant to be.
Brian and I decided this is exactly what we've been wanting to do anyway, and to have somebody who wants to come into our doorstep in that we can serve using our property in a good location. It just clicks all the buttons. We definitely want to get involved with a group that we can get to know, and they can get to know us. And as you said, a trusted sponsor. This real estate financing doesn't go anywhere without trusted partners. You
Yep.
can't. There's so many different moving parts. You just can't do it on your own.
Yep.
So this gives us an opportunity to help fill some gaps within the group, as well as find where we can best suit what we need to get done.
And there's so many scam artists out there today that the last thing I want is one of our members to become the next news article about being ripped off. So, and if you listen to the news, it's happening all the time, especially when a big storm comes through, a big hailstorm comes through. Every roofer or every person that thinks they're a roofer come out of the woodwork and start ripping people off, and it's all over the news. And we have a great roofer that's been a sponsor with us for many, many years, and they've been in the business like 40 years. And, so it gives them a bad name. But,
it does.
for our members, I want to have a list of resources that are known and trusted, and will take care of them as members of the group. So we thank you for being one of those trusted sponsors. So if our members or viewers of this video would like to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
Any method works just fine. A text message, phone, email, any of that, and you'll have my contact information attached to this video.
Okay.
So any of that works perfectly.
Okay. And from my experience, just in the short time we've been working together, you're a good communicator. You respond to text and email right away. And that's good to know, because so many people are not. So I appreciate that. And for those viewers of this video, if you're on the group website, all of Randy's contact information will be on the right side of this video. and you'll see a website, an email, and a phone number there. And if you're on the YouTube channel, you will see all the contact information for Randy down below this video in the video description on YouTube. So you can find that info there. Okay. Randy, I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. Do you have any questions for me or any last minute comments something that we didn't cover?
Just a word about Texas Bank. I just thought of Texas Bank's been around for a while. We're a regional bank. We are privately owned, and we've been in the Dallas-Fort Worth community in Central Texas for a long time. And we honor our reputation, and we've got a great reputation. We've got tremendous leaders here who've been around for a long time. So, talking about the fly-by-night contractors, there are lenders and financial institutions that kind of operate the same way. We don't do that. We are part of the community, and we live here, and so everything that happens here in our neighborhood is very important to us. One other comment: Brian and I are not limited to the office. If we need to go meet a client somewhere or whatever, have a conversation off-site, we completely have the flexibility to do that at any time. So anything we can do that would be helpful to the group, we want to be involved in doing that.
Okay. And that's a good thing to know, because there may be times when meeting off-site somewhere may be helpful to the client.
Right.
So thanks for that. So Michelle and I really appreciate Texas Bank and you for supporting the West DFW REI Group. I just can't say enough about how excited we are just to be able to come to your facility and meet there. It just does so much for the group. I mean, I've got members that, have been with us a long time that are so excited about coming back too. So we look forward to working with you and having a long, prosperous future. Thanks again for your time and support, Randy. Really do appreciate that, and look forward to seeing you in the near future, and have a happy new year.
Likewise, Tim. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, sir.